Adult Talk, a podcast by Adult Work.
Hello, everybody. How is everyone doing? Welcome one more time to a brand new episode of the AdultTalk Podcast. I'm here today with my co-host, Juan Amaro. Hello, Juan. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Dance. I just completely forgot here that I had to do something in order for our Instagram to be live, but I will do that on the meantime. Hello, how are you doing, Aurora, today?
Yeah, I'm actually great. It's been 2 weeks, I think, since our last live show, and I actually missed it.
Me too. It's been a while, Let me just do this here so I don't get, I don't think I can do anymore. So if you're expecting us to be on Instagram, we're gonna have to upload that for you. If I cannot change over here. On the meantime, guys, today you are in for a treat. We have a very, very special guest with us today, and she has a lot of amazing stories to tell you. Her name is Chloe Jane. Welcome to the stage. Let me just fix this here.
Hiya.
The setup. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic. Very nice to have you here. Thanks for joining us on our podcast.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
A pleasure. It's if it's your first time here watching us, remember, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. We are multi-streaming, not on Instagram because of my technical issue here that I forgot to add, but that will be up there as well. We are on Twitch and we are on X. So if you are on X or if you'd like to interact with us, send a message and questions, and we'll be able to ask them here live. So Chloe, my first question to you would be, how long have you been on the industry?
So I've been doing it about 16 years now.
16 years. Wow,
Yeah.
that's a long time. What did you do before that? Were you a model? What were you working on?
Before this, I started when I was 19,
Okay.
and I did it to get myself through college.
Okay. So when was your first encounter with the industry? How did you find out?
So I'd done research with it, and I was like struggling student, 19 years old, doing a business admin course. I thought, what can I do to make ends meet? And the money of the industry become addictive after that.
Okay, so it's a little bit for the freedom as well, right? You can be on the industry. You can work from anywhere in the world. You can work from home. You can work from when you're traveling. And
you can work when you want, which is what I like. I don't have to ask permission to take days off to go on holiday. If I'm feeling unwell, I can just take a day off. It's just like so flexible, the industry. That's what I love.
Okay, and so take us back a little bit when you started. Did you have let's say friends, because a lot of models might be watching us today and they're thinking, I would like to go like and do exactly like Chloe did and start and work in the industry as well, but something's holding them back. Like how was the process for you of support from family, friends? Did you tell them? How was that process for you?
So I kind of kept it a secret. So I started in the industry when I was 19 with London escort agencies outside of adult work, and I got into it by mistake. I thought it was the social side of escorting, but I'd slept about a bit in my teenage years, like 18, 19, I was sleeping about. So I went to my first booking, and it turned out to be an escort booking, like a sexual booking. I'd done that, and yeah, it's just come naturally after that.
And how do you start the webcam?
So when lockdown hit, I couldn't escort no more because of obviously restrictions and stuff. I couldn't. Before I left the London escort agencies and went on to touring escorting with adult work, and I couldn't book hotels no more when lockdown hit. I couldn't do nothing, so I decided to go on to cam.
Okay. Do you remember the first time that you did a session?
Yeah, I was just so nervous the first time on cam. I joined an agency through adult work and had their support and stuff. I didn't even know how to log into cam because it was back in the days when we had the Just Cam It app.
And how was describe to us that day of When you go in the first day in camera, you press broadcasting live.
Yes, you had to like download a completely different app, if I remember, for just cam in.
Okay.
You're just waiting for someone to cam. I didn't have a clue what I was doing. Obviously, coming from an escorting background, I've been in the industry, but it was still nerve-wracking going from escorting to cam in.
But as you go along, of course, you learned, and there is a lot of learning. Did you do any research before going to it as well?
No, so I'm more one of these people that would just throw myself straight into something. I don't really research it.
I go straight into it. Go on.
You just kind of like go with the flow.
Okay. Do you have still some clients from back then when you started doing webcam join you nowadays?
I've still got clients from when I used to escort. Clients will message me and say, because I used to escort in Dagenham, I used to live, saying, "Oh, I fucked you in Dagenham." I still get that on cam.
Okay. Do you use when you start doing the webcam as well? Do you also use phone chat, SMS, and that kind of thing, or you only did webcam then?
I do phone chat as well, and I've got a couple of good regulars with SMS chat as well.
Okay.
I love SMS chat because you can literally be sat out for a coffee with friends and just texting on your phone.
All right. Okay. That's so. It's a very. Would you say it's a very nice pro tip for someone watching us today if they want to start as in the industry, but they are a little bit shy to start with the webcam? So would phone chat also be a very nice way to get into it without showing your face in the beginning, that kind of thing?
Yeah, but I find most of my work is through webcam now, though.
Okay. What's one thing that you absolutely love it about webcam and one thing that you don't like? What would that be?
So for me, it's more the community within the webcam, like all the girls supporting each other. Obviously, I'm part of an agency and they are amazing for supporting the girls, high society. The community is just amazing. The one thing I hate is when you're in cam for 30 seconds and the guy's like, "Get it all off."
Oh, okay.
Or like rude clients, like, "Come in, see how ask how I am." Manners don't cost a thing.
Because the idea is to build a relationship, right? Between you and the client.
Yeah, definitely. You build that relationship, and when they come regularly, you remember what the clients want, what they like.
Exactly. You said about the communities as well and friends. So when you started, you were not a part of the community, but you discovered the communities there, right?
So I started off with agencies. I've been through a few agencies, but I've now found one that I really like. And I've built friendships within them agencies. And some of your friends, so like my best friend right now is another cam girl who I also have a girl on girl couples account with. And we cam together. We try and do 2 weekends a month together.
Oh, that's nice. We should at some point do organize another podcast with you both.
Yeah,
so I'm sure you guys have a nice stories together.
We do. It's just nice, like, to have that community, have that support. Like with High Society, we have our group chats where we're all really close. And if you've got any questions, you ask in there. It's just nice to have other, because although everyone in my personal life knows what I do, it's easier for someone to relate to it that does it themselves.
And regarding webcam, do you have a set schedule, or do you work basically? You go with the flow whenever you have time, whenever you want, or you actually have a schedule weekly that your fans follow and stuff?
So I just go with the flow. I do put some hours in. Like my feeling is if I'm not doing nothing, I might as well put adult work on in the background, which is another reason why I love adult work, because it's one of the only other sites out there where you don't have to sit in free constantly.
Okay. And have you, like, I'm sure with all these years that you've been in the industry, did you ever had any what was the craziest and weirdest request you ever had on cam?
I can't really remember because it's kind of become normal, like things like small penis humiliation, that's a normal thing for me now. And I'm really open-minded as long as it's within adult work rules. But one that does stick out is a newspaper fetish.
Newspaper fetish. Okay.
Yeah, I got paid to read a newspaper in my underwear, and I was sitting there talking about the articles in the newspaper to the guy.
Okay, that's creative. That's interesting. So basically, you got paid for to read the newspaper, read the news, to read the news. Well, that's wonderful. A wonderful way of getting paid.
It is, and it was quite a nice little booking.
Amazing. Do you mentioned you like traveling as well, right? So when you travel, this is one of the amazing things of the work, right? That you can basically work from anywhere in the world. So when you do travel, do you also work, or are you separated? You travel as holidays?
I do, because I have some like chill out days. Over Christmas, I was coming from Malta, and because it was like the weather wasn't as nice as it normally is in Malta, I had days where I just sat on my cam and chilled out in my hotel room.
Okay.
And if I'm like having a chilled evening, in Malta, I'm going there in 4 weeks. I will put the cam on. I've actually got a regular client that lives in Malta now.
Okay. And if a model is watching you now, and of course, all the models wanting to start in the business, they are watching this video later. And if you are watching this video later, remember, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and follow us for very interesting, nice stories and tips. Let me take. We have some people on the chat. So a shout out here to Mistress Scarlet Black, Becky, Adi. Hello, guys. Lady Rochella, Anne. Oh, we have a lot of people in the comments watching us here live. Hello, guys. So remember to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel.
Also, guys, if you have any questions for Chloe, feel free to leave them in the comments, and we will read them out for you.
Yeah. So always when we get towards the end of the show, we do have some very spicy and nice questions. So let me open here. And I do have some quite spicy warm-up question for you. And then Aurora have some more questions. So the first question I have is blowjob or hand job?
See, I like a blowjob, I prefer.
Okay. Dog style, 6'9", or missionary?
Doggy style.
Group sex, like an orgy, or one-to-one?
See, I prefer one-to-one, but yeah, one-to-one for me because it's more intimate.
All right. Masturbation, solo or together? Or with people around?
So I've been single 2.5 years, so it's solo masturbation for me.
And sex, morning or night?
See, if I'm with someone, I want sex 24/7.
All right. Aurora?
Okay, moving on to the second part of the ping pong questions. And the first one will be, can you describe yourself in one word?
Loud. Or crazy, probably.
Nice combo, I see. Loud and crazy. And second one is, what's your ultimate turn on?
See, I like a guy kissing my neck or my ears, like kind of around this spot here is a real turn on.
Okay. And then kissing or cuddling?
Kissing.
What's your secret weapon to seduce someone?
My boobs.
Okay.
I have one question for you about the. I see that you are also on social medias. How important is social media for your business, for your job? And do you have social media? Do you use them a lot? Do you use them to promote your profile and stuff like that?
So I'll be honest, I'm really inconsistent with my social media, so I need to get more consistent with it. But my Instagram, I do. And also, it's good to meet other people in the industry because you just follow other models and then you build friendships up with that. But yeah, I've had clients come from my social media onto my adult work, and Cam. And social media is good for when I'm working with Soso Nikoko, who is my Go On Girl partner. We promote it a lot on social media.
Social media definitely, Aurora, is a very, very important tool in order for you to promote yourself, expand your brands, definitely. What about content? Do you create content to live on the platform in order to get like a passive income kind of style?
So recently, I'm getting more and more into the content creating side of things. What I like about having a private gallery and movies is that even when I'm offline, they sell, and it just is a nice little top up.
When do you create content now? Do you use like cameras and stuff like this, or use mainly your phone?
So I mainly use my phone, and it's more when I'm with my best friend, Soso Nikoko. When we're together, we create content together. We upload it onto, if we're doing a Go On Girl creation, we'll upload it onto both of our solo profiles and then our couples profile.
So if a model are watching us now and want to start creating content using their phone, would be okay, right? As long as the camera is good, they can just use their phone. Basically, they can use their phone to start work, right? They can register with their phone. They can start creating content with their phone.
Yeah, all my content's created on my phone, but I have got a good phone, so
that's
all my
brilliant.
pictures are done on my phone.
That's really important for people out there to know that you can start from nothing and you can grow and develop.
And it doesn't have to be, of course, the more professional your content is good, but depends of your niche and the way you're looking for things as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, I started off with a £50 second-hand laptop when I started camming, so you don't have to be expensive. And I started off using the built-in camera. Now I've got a Logitech camera, but yeah.
You can start, yeah, exactly. Because a lot of models, they might be watching, they think, oh, but I don't have the correct equipment or enough equipment. And sometimes they don't realize that only by using the mobile phone, they'll be able to start earn money online, right?
Yeah, I know a lot of people that do direct cam on their mobile phone and they do well from it.
And one more question that models do ask, or anyone would ask, is, of course, you don't need to disclose your financials, but do models, if they put the work in, do they make money?
Yeah, so I find you've got to put the hours in to get the decent income. I put the hours in to do what I do. I do a lot of hours, and I live a decent lifestyle thanks to Cam. Right now, I couldn't imagine myself doing anything else. And also, can I say, for me, what I love about adult work is that anyone can do it. So I used to think that I was being a bigger girl, I wouldn't make much money, but on adult work, there's clientele for everyone, regardless of age, size, hair color, ethnicity, and that's what I love, that anyone can earn on the platform.
It's a community, right? Like you said, when you get into the adult work, is a community. So there is place for everybody.
Yeah, and that's what I love. Like, I am a size 22 myself, so I'm a plus size girl, and honestly, I love being on adult work.
Amazing.
Also, something I would like to ask, because Chloe mentioned to us before that your circle does know what you do for a living. How was it for you to come out and tell them? How did they react to this?
So I was actually quite unlucky. Back in the day, one of my so-called friends that I don't talk to now outed me to everyone. Luckily, everyone took it well. Like, obviously, I got the few bad comments, but I think now, like, everyone knows what I do, and I think as there's more TV shows coming out, like, judgment is less and less on webcamming, and I think it's becoming a pretty common job now. Okay,
people are becoming more open-minded.
Yeah, people are a lot more open-minded to webcamming now.
When you are working, when you are doing the shows, do you feel that you need to, or do you do a role play kind of thing, or you are always yourself?
So I find it's more go with the flow because I find every client wants something different. So I'm more your girl next door, but I can switch it up and do mild domination, mild humiliation, or I can be submissive. Like every client wants something different. So when I start a show, I'm like, hey, how are you? Ask what kinds of things they're into and just go with the flow.
Okay, so you don't have a niche that you follow.
So my niche more is the busty BBW.
Okay. All right.
Okay, after all this, moving on to the ping pong questions. And the next question is, what's one thing on your bucket list?
To swim with dolphins. I was quite lucky to see dolphins off my hotel balcony at Christmas. This time I want to swim with them and see them up close in the wild.
That's amazing.
Was it in Malta?
It was. I see them from my hotel balcony over Christmas, just looking out to the sea. It was amazing.
Amazing, amazing.
Sounds great.
It'll be a very nice experience, eh?
Yeah, seeing dolphins.
Swimming with dolphins.
Especially during Christmas time that you don't expect, right?
Yeah.
Dolphins.
Magical, honestly.
I'm sure.
And the next question is, if you could meet and create content with a celebrity, who would that be?
So I'm a massive Below Deck fan, and I know a lot of the stars have gone into the adult industry. So I would say anyone off Below Deck.
They might be watching the show. You never know.
No.
Can invite them to...
And next question is, what's the last thing you Googled?
I don't actually know what the last thing I Googled. It would probably be something to do with Malta because I'm always doing research because I'm autistic, so I have to know everything and I go away in literally 4 weeks. So I have my holiday planned out every day. It'd probably be something to do with what's going on in Malta on what date.
So every year you go to Malta?
So I've been going to Malta for the last 2 years. Whenever I can, whenever I've got the money and can afford the time off full-time work.
All right.
You really love Malta, don't you?
I hope to move there one day, I do.
It's an island, it's hot, so it's
Exactly.
Nice people, everyone.
nice food.
People know what I do in Malta, like the hotel staff will know what I do because they all know me well.
Okay.
I've got a private boat I'm hiring in June to go and take some nice pictures, and they know what I do for a living.
Oh, perfect. Amazing.
That's actually brilliant. And let's go to the next question, which is, what's your ultimate fantasy?
See, I don't know because I explored a lot in my younger days and through escorting, but naturally in my personal life, I'm more submissive. So like getting in a relationship with a dominant guy and trying a guy like doing a lot of domination on me, or sex on a beach, but a sunny beach. So definitely not one in England.
In Malta then.
Malta's not got beaches really, it's more rocks.
Oh, really? Okay.
Now that you mentioned about relationships and stuff like that, because you're in the industry for 16 years, and you said before that you're single 2.5 years, something like that. So I guess before you did have a relationship, how was it for you?
Yeah, I've had relationships when I've been in the industry, but I've always been upfront about what I do before I get involved with anyone. Because for me, I would not want to get attached to someone and then them find out what I do and then be like, it's not for me. But everyone that I've been upfront with and I've gone into a relationship has been quite okay about it.
So you did receive some support from your partners?
I have, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, that's actually very good.
My ideal situation would be to get in a relationship with someone else in the industry and work together.
Okay, your future husband or partner, whatever, might be watching this. And the next question is, what's the weirdest place or even situation you've ever had sex?
So I've not had sex for 2.5 years, I'll be honest, but probably in fields and stuff, the back of cars. I used to be so adventurous.
All right.
Okay, And the last one is, if you win 1 million today, what's the very first thing you would buy?
I'd buy a house in Malta.
Okay, Malta it is.
Malta it is.
Here we got the challenge.
Oh, that's been a very nice, enjoyable chat. I hope you enjoy as much as we did as well. What I would like you to do is to leave a message to everybody who is listening to us. But before that, of course, remember in the description of this video, you will be able to find the links for Chloe's socials as well, where you can find. And yeah, you can leave a message to everybody who's listening to us now. If somebody are wondering to start in the industry, what would be your tip and advice?
My advice would be go for it and don't ever let anyone push you into anything you don't want to do. When you're in your calls, set your boundaries and stick to your boundaries.
I mean, we've been talking about a lot with other models about boundaries as well, right? Boundaries is very important, right?
Yeah, boundaries are really, really important to me. I'm open-minded, but obviously I have things that I don't do. And
Correct.
I feel like we should all stick within them. Don't ever let a client say to you, like the most common thing I get is, oh, but this girl does this. Well, they're not me, and my boundaries are my boundaries.
Correct. And you are one click away from ban anyone who you don't like to be in your room,
exactly.
right?
If anyone pushes your buttons or is rude or tries to get you to do something you don't want to do, there's a block button on Adult Work, and don't be scared to use it.
Amazing, amazing. Well, Chloe, it was a pleasure. It was very, very nice chatting with you. Thank you so much for joining us. And we do need to arrange another podcast with you and your partner that you do.
I know So is watching this podcast as well.
Oh, okay. What's her name again?
So Nikoko.
Oh, I can see she's writing a lot. In the
Okay,
chat.
so
I'm
we
sharing
want to
for
see you here as well in our next.
Yeah.
Let's arrange. We do a podcast with both of you. It would be very cool.
Yeah, Fridays is probably better for us.
Just a quick read of your friend's last comment that she's fuming that you didn't say she's your ultimate fantasy.
Oh, so me and So have this joke. She's like my work wife, and we are literally inseparable, me and her. Everyone in the high society group chat know that we come as a pair.
All right.
We are literally like a couple.
Classy said, "Oh, I have just joined. What did I have? You missed a fantastic chat." But I'm sure you can listen to everything because this video, guys, is gonna be on, and everybody will be able to You can also leave a message, questions, and I'm sure Chloe can go into the comments of the videos and reply to questions there that if you have any. And yeah, that was brilliant. Thank you so much to take your time being here with us. And remember, guys, keep tuned. We have a lot of amazing things coming up within Adult Talk. So thank you very much. And we catch you next time. Aurora?
Thank you guys for taking your time writing in the chat. Thank you, Chloe, for joining us. And that's all from us.
Adult Talk, a podcast by Adult Work.